everyone. My name is Angelica van Dam, and in this knowledge clip I'm going to tell you something about the game plan. Are you looking for another way to approach your project? Then maybe the game plan could be suitable for you. So the game plan seeks to gain insight into common values, principles and skills of the team members prior to the project design. It is called a game plan because every project should be considered as a new game in which numerous possibilities will arise in order to grow and share knowledge. It considers a project as a challenge, an opportunity to achieve something together. The game plan provides an overview of where the project and all stakeholders are and where it should go. In addition, it is a visual display and therefore stimulates the imagination from the involved group and makes it more alive. By making this plan together, a clear and motivating vision can be formulated and the group will suddenly feel like a powerful team who are able to accomplish big things together. In this way, it's not only a project tool, but also a process tool. So let's have a look. How does the game plan look like? This is how it can look like. So the thing here is that there are a couple of elements in there and you should put them all on paper. So I would advise you to take a big piece of paper with your whole group present, to put it on the floor and to put in all the elements. So there is not a wrong or correct order in this case. However, I will give you an advice how to do it, and it's also possible to fill in elements simultaneously. Usually you will start with the goal, which is more or like, what is the assignment about? What is the end product going to be about? So make it a little bit challenging. Then usually you go to the dream. This is more or less like the vision. And it's important to turn it a little bit, to flip it, to make it really challenging. This is your Star of Bethlehem. So never pursued or always pursued, but never reached. But it gives you direction and it inspires change. This is a hard phase in the project because it's important to get consensus about this. What do you want to contribute to the world? That's what it's all about. What is your dream? So a way to approach this is for every team member to note words, important words and values on post-its and then put it together and create a couple of sentences with it. It's important to have consensus here and it will take time, but this time will be well spent. Well, just one example, you can press pause if you want to read it. Then usually you go to the team resources. So what do you as a team member bring in to this project? So you draw a little figure for every member of the project group. And then you talk about what is it what you bring in. Your values, competencies, skills, network. And also mention the small things because you never know how that can be important. Here it's important to be honest because you want to get a true insight of all the differences and similarities of the group and how that can be combined. It also creates trust, which is of course very important when you start with a new team. Then you make an arrow which can be divided or split up in a couple of phases. And it's up to you how many phases you make. But usually you have at least 3 phases. But again, that's up to you. So this is a way how you can split up your arrow, and your arrow means the things that you are going to do. So it's kind of like your time frame with all the activities. Usually you start with the project phase and you can see here what that entails. Press pause if you want to read about it, but it's about an orientation on the process, but also an orientation on the assignment. Then you go to the creation phase, or whatever you call it, decide to call it. What is it exactly that you want to create? And in the end you will have a production phase. How and when are you going to realize it? So this will give you a list of tasks and you can put that to time as well. So you will have a planning of what is it exactly that you are going to do to reach the end goal. This is an example of another division that a group made. Press pause if you want to take a look at that. Then it's important that every phase, every stage has its own success factor. When exactly do you think it's going to be a success? And please also celebrate your successes. Make it a little bit smart. So not when we have finished this phase it's going to be a success. No, but when exactly do you feel that it's going to be a success? Don't forget to celebrate. Then we will have the challenges. The challenges are more or less the mountains you have to climb. So try to see every mountain as an opportunity to grow and to learn something. Where can it get difficult? What do we fear? How do we anticipate on that? The next element are the opportunities. So what can happen to get your head into the clouds? So it's good to formulate the opportunity as something that inspires you to aim for the highest possible. It can be opportunities on a group or an individual level, and also on a short and a longer term. And then there is also room for the personal goals. So what is it that you want to learn? So although it's a team thing, you can also learn something on an individual level. So this is the game plan. I hope this will help you to approach your project in a different way. Good luck with that.